Hello, I'm Executive Chef Joseph Schutza. Welcome to our kitchen. Today I'd like to share with you the proper technique on how to cook scallops, as well as sharing one of my favorite recipes for them. So join me now as I demonstrate how this is done. Well, the first thing is with our scallops is purchasing them. Purchasing frozen scallops is not a bad thing. There is many good quality product out there. Viking Village and Sea Trade are two of my favorites. And when buying fresh ones, you want to purchase what's called dry pack. They have not been injected with a phosphorus preservative, and therefore they won't shrink as much, and they taste a little better too. So the scallop is two muscles, and the large muscle is the part that we eat, is called the adductor. It is very tender, cooks very fast. The small one off to the side is called the abductor, which is tough. All you need to do to remove it is pinch and just pull away. Both pieces are edible, by the way, but most people don't bother dealing with the abductor simply because, it's tough, and look what little there is. Now that we have completed that task, I want to put the scallops into the refrigerator. As you see, I have them on a paper towel. That is to absorb any excess liquid that comes off of it. You want them to be dry. They will still contain liquid inside them, but for the searing purposes, drier is better. Well, for the side dish, I chose to use squash and zucchini, and I'm going to spiralize it. Reason for that is, one, it's cool looking, lots of good flavor, and it's also fast cooking too. Scallops cook quick as well. I want something else that I could cook simultaneously and not sacrifice the quality. The machine is loaded and ready to go. Well, the first thing, I have a cast iron skillet preheated on medium heat. I recommend cast iron because it heats very well, gets you a great sear, and also it helps cook evenly. It heats evenly. Also, I recommend using a high smoke point oil, such as grapeseed oil. That's what I'm using today. So I'm going to add that to the pan. Season our scallops with salt, and then begin searing them. If you are doing a larger amount, my recommendation is to do them in smaller batches. You do not want to overcrowd the cast iron. They should take about 2 to 3 minutes, undisturbed. Do not touch them, just let them sit. We're now ready to turn them. Another 3 minutes and remove to a wire rack. Well, I have my wok preheated. The squash and zucchini, because they are very thin and they have a high water content, I recommend cooking very fast on high heat, almost like stir fry. So I will begin again using grapeseed oil. You see how the smoked up really quick, so this pan is hot. I will then add my vegetables carefully. I will then add 1 tablespoon of a garlic paste we made, some salt, and a little herb rub, dry herb rub. Let's go ahead and stir it around. This is going to cook for about 2 minutes tops, and we are ready to serve. Well, there you have seared scallops. The technique is very easy to do. There's not really a lot to it. It's just a matter of having the pan hot and not messing with them. 3 minutes or so on each side, you'll have a perfect scallop every time. I chose to serve it with the spiraled vegetable, just to add a little character to the plate. And the sauce is a roasted red pepper and Fennel Coulis. The red pepper, if you saw in previous videos, was roasted under the broiler and then put into a bowl wrapped with plastic wrap, let it sit, and then the steam helps remove the skin, and then all you do is peel it back and seed it. So that with onions and fennel and a little bit of tomato. Cooked it, pureed it in a variable speed blender on high speed, and as it was pureeing, slowly adding olive oil to it so to make the emulsification. Not difficult at all. The recipe for that will be below. And then I finished it off with a little smoked sea salt. I thought it'd be a nice little touch. So I hope you're able to learn something about scallops, and hope I was able to answer any questions and give you some additional information regarding the mussels that are in the scallop. Please feel free to leave some comments below and subscribe. Be up to date with our newest videos every Tuesday and Friday. Thanks again for joining. Yo,